coming off a humongous win over Tennessee. Clemson should have known that this game wasn't going to be a cakewalk. Offense would have to fire on all cylinders, defense would have to be a stonewall, and then if they go even on those, they have to try to win an unwinnable Beamer Ball and face USC's true star player, their true X Factor, Kroeger. Coming into this game, Kai isn't feared because of his leg, but his arm, throwing 4 passes for 102 yards and 1 touchdown with a whopping 396.7 QBR over the last 2 seasons. He is a legitimate threat in the backfield. So Clemson says, you know what? We're not even going to bring our punt return unit on the field. We're just going to leave our starting defense on. And now what? We're going to take away your arm. So guess what? Now you have to beat us with your leg. And Kai just says, okay, we would go on to witness one of the most brutal, suffocating punter performances of all time, as he would completely take the Tigers out of this game, with Kai's first punt going for a massive 59 yards to the 8-yard line, where the returner would have absolutely nowhere to go. He'd follow that up by hanging one high, forcing a fair catch to the 10-yard line, all while Clemson's return unit stood by helplessly. Then, down by 14, needing something big to stay in the game, they call up number 39 to do what the offense couldn't, which is move the ball deep into opposing territory, as he drives them to the 1 freaking yard line. And the ball might have stopped on its own, but it definitely doesn't hurt that it was helped by its teammates. So the Tigers' first half starting field position after all of Kai's punts was the 6-yard line, but they had given Kai a couple layups and they would not be so generous in half 2. His first punt would come from the shadow of his own goal line to be brought back just across the 50, no thanks to a couple missed tackles, but little did they realize they had just awoken the beast, having just taken the lead. The Gamecocks call up Kroeger once again to be their savior, and does he ever say to his fellow brothers in Garnet and Black, though you walk through the shadow of the valley of death, fear no evil. 61-yard missile checks up on the 2-yard line like my 9-iron does, 50 yards from the green after slicing it into the rough. 4 minutes left. Kai's numbers called up again, and it's becoming increasingly clear Kai is the endgame. The plan from start to finish was get a lead, then give Kai the ball. As another 63-yarder finds its way at the 3-yard line. 2 minutes left. The Gamecocks are backed up. They need nothing but a short miracle to keep the Tigers out of field goal range. And in a masterful feat, Kai would hit a very returnable 45-yard punt to a returner who would cough it up like a cereal smoker's lung, sealing the game for USC. Kai's role in this win was massive, as Clemson would score on every drive that started with a punt not landing inside the 10-yard line, but luckily for USC, 4 of his punts did land inside the 10, which was more than enough of an incremental value needed to pull off one of the hardest upsets in college football going into Death Valley to win. So have a good day, if not a better day than Kroeger, and peace.
Punt, and then you get the perfect checkup.